Welcome back. It is 1682 this year. Our boys are aging up. So exciting. Last year we had Chenoa and Meredith fighting, Alice bugging Gideon for proposal, Cameron and Elizabeth trying to kind of raise Annabelle in a way, Charity telling thanks everything and having a bad reaction, Pullman getting in fights with his family, Rebecca and Nita trying to match make. So very exciting things. So for this year, birthdays, we have the baby was born at the end of last year, actually, for Pullman and his new wife, Tallulah. So um, I've never tried to say this out loud before. Ayoka Waldrick, and Ann Smith are both becoming toddlers. No 4, 8, or 17. Yeah, okay. Sorry. No 4, 8, or 17. That was a little close. Tasunke Waldrick, no 13 or 19. Deborah Hobard, no 7 or 14. And will she marry? Yes, she will. Okay, Deborah. Good old Deborah. Deborah. Okay. Then we have a lot of young adults. Alice Johnson, Gideon, and Phineas Hobard, Massasoit Waldrick. Okay, so that's 4, and they can't get a 3, 9, or 20. No 3, 9, or 20. Oh, actually, we're not rolling for Phineas. Okay. All right, one more. Survives. Okay. Nita is dying this year. Oh my goodness. Oh no, wait, that's a different Nita. That is the older Nita. There's another Nita. That's one of the new family members. See the last name. Okay, yes. And then Nathaniel Harper, he needs to decide how long he's going to live for. 17 more years. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow. Okay, so good, good, good. Everyone's surviving so far. We are in good shape. There are no townies to roll for because they're all in the spreadsheet now. Okay, let's hop into the game. All right, so we are going to actually start with the Anderson household again, and we are here at our, town center, and they are just all chatting and getting to know each other. And this is where we're going to once again introduce a new family. So we have the Slavic Shepherd family by Seb Marin. So we have the Borisov family. I know I'm pronouncing everything awfully, so you're just going to have to bear with me on this one because there's no way that this is pronounced correctly. But we have the father, Georgie, and his wife, Ljubika. Oh gosh, I feel so bad for everyone. I'm so sorry for my attempts. And then we have 3 kids, Kirilu, Rudmila, and Vladimiru. So those are the kids. One's a teen, one's a child, one's a toddler. And obviously the important part is the teen boy here. So I was looking for a family with a teen boy. And so we're getting to know this family a little bit. And actually, it's interesting because Cameron and Georgie are not really getting along super well. I think that there is definitely a culture clash here where Georgie isn't necessarily showing Cameron the respect he thinks he deserves, or they're new here, they don't really understand how things go, and so Cameron kind of takes it upon himself to meet with Georgie and be like, look, here's the deal with this with this place, with this community, with this settlement. So he is going to talk together with Georgie, and they start to get a little bit on a firmer ground, and they get to know each other a little bit better, and it improves their friendship and all this stuff where like they're starting to understand each other a little better. And so they talk about their families and all this stuff. And when Georgie and Cameron start to become friends with each other, he realizes that Georgie, has a good moral character and all that stuff. And so he, is talking to him, and Georgie tells him about his son. And Cameron kind of starts thinking like, oh, like you have a son that's around the same age as Annabelle. Is that Phineas playing the violin? But like he's like, oh, he has a son around the same age, and so he kind of pulls together Elizabeth and Annabelle, and he's like, look, um, this new family. We've been talking and we've been getting to know each other a little bit better. And, I think it'd be a good opportunity for you, Annabelle, to get to know the son a little bit. You don't have to marry him or anything. I just think that it's a good opportunity. I think they're a good family, and it'd be nice to make that connection and to get to know them. And Elizabeth is all for it, of course, because she's like, oh, good, let's get Annabelle out of my hair because I don't know why she's even here. um, but yeah, so they're kind of talking about that a little more. And so they are understanding that this is new family and they're going to, be doing new things and um, getting involved in things. And so Cameron does want to kind of not tie them down in a way, but like, just getting to integrate them, I guess, into the community. So next, we are going to head to see Charity. Now, Charity and Thanks have been fighting because of um, the information that Charity has told Thanks about her and Thomas and everything that happened. And so she is definitely, upset that Thanks took it so hard and she needs to talk to him. So she's basically going to talk to him and be like, look, we need to talk about this because it's not fair. Like I took in your affair child. I took in the woman that you had a child with. I befriended her. I've been nothing but generous and kind and giving. And I have a problem. I have a mistake. I have, the situation. And you immediately turn on me about it. Like, that's so unfair. And you know what? She makes a good point, right? She has been more than accommodating of Thanks and his transgressions. And so they're just kind of arguing a little bit about it, where he's like, oh, that's different, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, it's really not. And so they're having these conversations, and basically she gets him to agree that, if she forgave him, he should be able to forgive her. And again, there's nothing to forgive Charity for on this front. We know that, but she doesn't really know that because she never knew that they were spellcasters and stuff. She never knew that. So it's really unfair that she feels this way, that she has some guilt, because it really isn't her fault, but she doesn't have the information to know that. And so her and Thanks are kind of tentatively coming to a truce here. I mean, their relationship is really bad, but their relationship is really bad. But unfortunately, what are they going to do about it? They just have to get over it. Like, they have to just push forward. And so she is trying to make him understand that they just need to move forward from this. And so they're going to try to do that, and we'll see where that goes. And then we are going to do this, and I think that's all we're doing with these two, but we're just letting them kind of spend some time together. I was hoping to get their relationship a little bit up, but unfortunately it's not being super successful. But what are you going to do about it? There's really not much we can do. So next, we're going to head out to our main household. So we are going to go see Gideon and Phineas. So they are back home once again. Actually, it looks like I missed, I missed Gideon's graduation. Unfortunately, I really thought that I was going to be home in time for it, but I guess I wasn't. So Gideon has graduated from college, it looks like successfully, which is good because I was kind of worried that he would fail because of the presentation board going missing, but he succeeded. And so he is feeling good. He's just graduated. And so we're going to take care of the household, and then we're going to head out for a few minutes. So let's do that, just making sure we're checking on everything first. And then we're going to actually have Gideon go out with Alice, because if you remember last time, Alice was complaining that Gideon was not, proposing or making any moves, and he always has used school as an excuse to not do that. So he wants to come and meet with her and finally pop the question. So that is why he has invited her out to this nice restaurant, and they are focused on trying to move forward in their relationship. So Gideon is going to come and meet with Alice, and he's going to tell her all about, oh, I graduated finally, and we can move forward with our lives. I'm going to get a good job. I'm going to kind of pull us out of poverty and everything. Like that's one of the main reasons that Gideon wants to, he wants to rise up in the world. He wants to get out of poverty. He wants to increase his standing and all of this stuff. And so he is very much focused on that. And so he knows that Alice is the one who can help him do that because she is so smart and so, um, you know, clever and all of those things. And so he's telling her, I graduated school, and he's kind of, in a way, taking credit for things that she's done. Like she was a big help to him. And I honestly don't know why the game is doing this to me, but everybody is fighting with each other. So I was like, you know what? I think he's going to act too big for his britches. He is going to make comments about how successful he is, about how he did such a great job and all this stuff. Um, and then she's just going to be kind of like, well, what about me? That's so rude, and kind of storm off, even though he was planning on proposing. So unfortunately for him, his proposal kind of got messed up. So next, we're going to come home and we're going to, do our stuff. And they ended up aging up without my permission. I was going to have a birthday party and everything, and that obviously did not happen. So, unfortunately, we're just going to keep moving forward. But it looks like, so I gave Gideon the geek trait. I felt like that was the first one he rolled that was interesting. And then Phineas actually rolled to hate children, which I think could be so drama for us, which I totally love. I love that we're going to have such a messy generation after this. So, I think that that's going to be really great. And I was also thinking, so we're going to get them all together for like the birthday party, even though it's not the birthday party because they aged up without my permission. And Gideon is like flirting with Abigail. He's hurting his relationship with Alice. He's acting like a total jerk. And it got me thinking, like, Gideon and Phineas do not have a great relationship, right? Like they do not have a really good relationship. He even like is pissing off Alice all the time. And so I was trying to fix it, and she was just like not interested. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are supposed to get engaged today, but we are going to get them engaged. And he is going to propose to her and be like, look, I'm going to give you like a good life, all this stuff. Like, I do respect you. I do acknowledge your help. And so he's kind of groveling a little bit, but it got me thinking, like, why would Phineas is also mean. Phineas is mean. He hates children, but for some reason, him and Abigail get along really well. And so I was thinking, why would Phineas kind of put up with this relationship with Gideon, even though Gideon is, kind of the meaner of the two, it seems like, because he's even having problems with Alice. And so it got me thinking, and I thought, Phineas in his past life was so close to his brother. He loved his brother so much. His brother loved him so much. And they were, it was just like this really close, wonderful bond. And I think that part of Phineas still remembers that and feels this loyalty to his brother, regardless of if his brother has kind of earned it or not. And so I do think that that is some leftover stuff from his past life where he felt such a strong family bond, and now like still feels like family is everything to him. So he is definitely maybe staying when, like, I wouldn't probably. But yes, so he is definitely focused on that family bond, the family togetherness, all of these feelings that they have with each other, and wanting to do anything for your family and be there for your family and just all this stuff. So it is definitely something that a normal person probably would have not put up with, but he feels really close to his brother and he wants to be really close to his brother. So next, we are going to head out to, where are we going? To see the Smith household. So the Smith household is here. We have had some drama with Chenoa, and also there's some jealousy between Meredith and between Timothy. The two of them have been having some struggles with Meredith having to, uphold her end of the bargain with Nathaniel, and then also with Chenoa trying to flirt with Timothy and all this stuff. And so they've been struggling. And so Timothy is like, you know what, our lives would be so much easier if my dad was just already dead. Like, it would be so much easier. And we would just be able to get the house. We'd be able to kick Chenoa out. It'd be so easy, our lives. And so Meredith is like, well, he is old. We could try to make something happen. Like, it's not like he's got quite a lot of stamina or anything. So she is going to suggest that maybe he gets a little overexerted and ends ends his life. So they are coming up with this plan where they're like, you know what, our lives would be so much easier if they were both gone. We don't want to deal with this stuff. So we don't want to deal with it. So we are going to move on, and we are going to have Meredith kind of bring Nathaniel upstairs for a marathon. She's probably pregnant. I didn't even check, but she probably is pregnant. But yes, a marathon. So they are just going to keep woohooing until he dies. So the struggle is here. Yeah, she's definitely pregnant. I bet she is. She just had a rattle of her head. Okay, so then she woohoos him to death. So now they are able to take the house and live their lives the way that they had planned. It's just Nathaniel was lasting so long, and he was going to continue to last so long. So they were like, no, 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 we got to deal with this. So there we go. The two of them are now free of Nathaniel, and they're going to kick Chenoa out and have their own place. Next, we are going to head here. So in the last one, Rebecca and Nita were going to, what was it? They were going to matchmake their children. So now we are going to get Nini Grit out and meeting Sakima and getting them to get to know each other a bit. So that is something that they want to do, where they can make the kids kind of get to know each other a little bit. That they don't really know yet what exactly they're doing here. Like, I mean, they do. They like their parents are not settled, but like, they do want to get to know each other. Nini Grit hasn't really thought about marriage or anything, but he understands that that's kind of like just a thing you do. And so he is going to get to know Sakima, and they are all just chatting and getting to know each other to see if they're compatible. And it does seem like they are doing pretty good in the friendship department, just kind of getting to know each other a little bit and enjoying each other's company and all of that stuff. So I think that this could be the start of something if they could. It looks like they even got a little flirty, although I'm sure that's my fault because I still haven't updated my mods. But yeah, so we are excited for the two of them to be getting to know each other a little bit better and to potentially get together. Ignore her shoes. It's really bugging me, honestly, but I'm lazy when it comes to create a sim, so that's just great. But yeah, so the two of them are just doing their thing, getting to know each other with their moms kind of hovering, and they both think it's kind of silly, but they also are good natured about it. So um, there is that. So they are going to move forward with this courtship, just, to get to know each other and to see if it will work out and to make their moms happy. But also, they both kind of find the whole thing comedic and, oh, like they're trying to push us together, haha. But like also, like, maybe, maybe it will work. So they are happy about that. And yeah, they seem to like each other pretty well. Also, I have to get that mod back. I still haven't updated my mods. I said so in the last video and then I still didn't do it. I still just have MCCC. Oh gosh. Okay. So, yep, everyone's doing good. And then we're going to head home because Poman, as you know, has been kind of starting fights with his family, struggling with everything that has gone on, where he feels like he should be kind of revered and idolized because of his contributions, and he's the eldest and he has sons and all this stuff. And unfortunately for him, his family is just treating him like normal, because that's what you do. You just treat someone like normal. But he doesn't get it, and his ego is definitely bruised. So he is going to start a fight with his mom. He's going to argue with her and basically be like, why, haven't, why is this happening? Like, why aren't people understanding that I am trying to do something for us and all this stuff? And Rebecca's like, no, people do appreciate what you're doing, but like, I don't know why you have to make like such a big deal out of it. Like it's really not that complicated. Like, yes, we appreciate what you've done, but like, what do you want us to do about it? Like, it's just weird that he feels this way. Like, she thinks it's weird. And so he is really mad. He gets in a fight with his mother, which then causes his brothers to kind of come over and be like, why are you fighting with our mother? You better stop it. And they start all getting into this argument. And Pullman is just ends up being like, you know what, forget it. Like, none of you respect me. None of you treat me the way I should be treated. Like, I can't believe this. And he's really angry. And he's like, you know what, Tallulah and we're just going to leave. We're just going to leave. You know, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I don't want to be a part of this, like, coalition or whatever it is where, like, the two families have joined. I'm not interested anymore in this because you guys don't even care. So he basically is telling them, you know, we're just going to leave. We're going to do our own thing. Our family is going to do our own thing. And so obviously everyone is very sad about it, um, but they can't stop him. Like, what are they going to do? So it is a big struggle, but Pullman is going his own way. And so then we're going to get to birthdays. So for birthdays, we have Ahioka Waldrick becoming a toddler, Ann Smith becoming a toddler, Tasunke Waldrick becoming a child, Alice Johnson becoming a young adult, Gideon Hobart becoming a young adult, Phineas Hobart becoming a young adult, Massasoit Waldrick, blah, blah, blah. Massasoit Waldrick becoming a young adult, Nita Owiakta dying, and Nathaniel Smith also dying. So those are all of our birthday things, everything that's gone on. I hope you guys enjoyed this part. I am so excited that our boys are now young adults. We're going to have some weddings next time. We are going to do this thing. Also, look how cute that baby is. But yes, we are going to do some wedding stuff. We're gonna do all of this good stuff. So I am excited to get the ball rolling on their adult lives. So I hope you are too, and I'll catch you in the next one.